Are you, like so many others, a debtor? Of course you are. After all, we all live with debt in one way or another. Maybe not huge debts, but we all have small debts without exception. Thanks to credit cards, the protagonists of our wallets, most of us are used to living in debt. In other words, being in debt no longer seems strange to anyone. It has become as if it is normal to live this life. Look, even if we don't have money, we can shop comfortably, borrow from our future earnings to buy almost anything we want. We take vacations, eat, drink, dress, take care of children, and drive cars with debt. And I'm sure some of you have already started to defend yourselves with thoughts like, what can we do? Nothing can be done without debt. Let's not go into debt and die. Okay, it may be difficult to live without going into debt at this time. But what good thing can be called easy? What good thing can be achieved without enough effort? You see, living debt-free is difficult but not impossible. You just need not to choose the easy way out. In other words, you need to be able to take matters into your own hands. Here is what you need to do to live debt-free. 1. Use your credit cards correctly. How successful do you consider yourself when it comes to using credit cards, those plastic cards that cause so many people to fall into debt? How wisely do you use them? Because your success in using credit cards directly affects your success in debt repayment. So, if you want to live debt-free, one of the things you should think about is your credit card usage. For which expenses do you use those colorful and varied plastics in your wallet? Do you turn to POS devices when you really need them, or for arbitrary expenses? If you think of your credit card as a kind of emergency money and carry a credit card with you to use it instead of asking others for a loan when you need it one day, no problem. Or if you use your credit card to take advantage of installments for your large purchases, this can also be called a good spending habit. 2. Do your math. Make sure you know both your income and expenses clearly and precisely, so that when someone asks you, where do you owe money? How much do you owe? When will it be paid off? You can answer these questions clearly. For example, how much do you owe on which credit card? How long will it take you to pay off your debts if you don't spend any money on your cards? Do you have money to hand over or loans that you need to make regular payments on? I am saying that you should know the answers to these questions as well as your name. Otherwise, you will not be very successful in paying off your debts. Or don't you believe me? Then take a look at the people around you who are in debt. You will see that almost all of them live as if they are unaware of their debts. 3. Use cash for small expenses. This is another one of the suggestions you should consider if you want to live debt-free. This means that you should use cash for small purchases. If you are going to stop by the store on your way home to buy a few things, then pay with the money in your wallet, not with your credit card. In fact, it is best not to use a credit card at all, except in very rare cases. Because for most people, paying with a credit card does not feel like spending money. While waiting at the POS device, the amounts entered into the device shrink in the eyes of the person, making them feel as if no money is coming out of their pockets. However, when cash is used in expenditures, those extended coins touch the inside of the person, and the value of the money coming out of the pocket is much better understood. I suggest that you think about all these things and always prefer to use cash for your expenditures, with exceptions. After all, when you get rid of your debts, you will see that a much better life awaits you. 4. Separate where you should and shouldn't spend money. Do you want to live a debt-free life? Then you need to learn to distinguish between where you should and shouldn't spend money. I'm saying that you should think a few more times before you reach into your pockets. I don't know, you should stop buying things just because you feel like it. You shouldn't spend for the 35th sweater in your closet for no reason. You shouldn't spend money on products that will cost you nothing if you don't buy them. And even worse, you shouldn't go into debt. Instead of all this unnecessary spending, you should invest in things that will make you more successful and happier. In other words, you should equip yourself with the qualities that debt-free people should have. For example, you should make room in your budget for traveling. Likewise, you should try to allocate more money for educating yourself, gaining new experiences, advancing in your career, giving your children a better life, and so on. Be sure that as you spend money on these things, you will naturally start to give up your bad money habits and become much more successful in budget management. 5. Learn ways to meet your needs for free. Yes, learn how to get what you need for free, because you can do it if you want to. By keeping your eyes open a little bit to the opportunities around you, you can find creative ideas that will not hurt your budget at all, and you can enjoy the pleasure of getting your needs for free. Sir, okay. I'll give you a couple of small examples right away. For example, personal care products. You spend a lot of money on them, don't you? Well, with this very method, you can avoid spending a lot of money on personal care products. You can meet many of your needs with promotional products that you can easily get from stores or direct sales representatives. Or you can sell your old furniture and buy new ones with the money you earn. You can make small changes to the furniture in your home and use your creativity to get new furniture without spending any money. As you can see, the work here is entirely up to you. 6. Be a conscious consumer. If you want to live a debt-free life, you should learn to be a conscious consumer. You should learn how to shop properly, not just throw everything in your cart. Be aware of your consumer rights, and so on. Simply put, you should stop saying, "There is nothing left at home. I need to go to the market." And you should stop frantically attacking the aisles without a list. You should be able to set rules for yourself while spending, and understand that following those rules is necessary for both the well-being of your budget and your happiness. To make a long story short, you should make your future expenditures in a conscious way. 7. Remember that a car is a necessity, but the latest models are a luxury. Or do you have the attitude of, "Let me have a car like this, let me owe $1 billion. Do you go into debt much more than you can afford to get into that car you dream of? Are you not satisfied with the car in front of your house, but sign huge IOUs for a road monster that will race for piss with your neighbor's new car? Yes? Then I am sorry, but it is very difficult for you to live as a debt-free person. Because as long as you have the same approach, even if the debt on your new car is paid off, you will go into debt again for a new one, and you will spend your life paying debts in order to get into unnecessarily expensive cars. What you need to do is to stretch your legs. In other words, you should get into cars that will not strain your budget, and even buy your car with cash if you can. You should ride in the car you buy for at least 2 years, and if you are not confident about the business of this business, you should not change cars every now and then. You should also not turn on the ignition for everything and spend money on fuel for places you can reach on foot. You can even, especially, opt for public transportation in winter. In short, you should make it your goal to spend less and get rid of your debts as soon as possible. We've reached the end of this video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Press the bell icon to stay updated on our new videos. See you in the next video. Goodbye.